Good morning, Jace Tunnell here with the Missionary Anzus Reserve at the University of Texas Marine Science Institute. Today for beachcombing, we're back out on the beach. This is now 2 weeks after Hurricane Hanna was here, and the beaches are still closed. And so I wanted to give you all an update on what it looks like now. So we're at mile marker 238. This is where the sand dunes used to come down. Actually, the sand dunes would come down a little past it back here. This is my bike. This is how I get over here. But then all the way back here has been lost. Let me see if you can see kind of how straight up and down this is. But as you can imagine, the waves just came and ate this out. And so it ate, let me count it off actually, paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 paces. And so I got about 3 feet, so 3 times 14. That tells you about how much loss there was. That's over 30 feet there. So let's walk down to the beach here. There's several high tide lines, and here in Texas, usually you can't see that because you know, everyone's driving on the beach or it's scraped and all that kind of stuff. So let's look down here. Here's one high tide line. You can just see all the debris, but then there's also, well, that one's broken, but a lot of little shells that are out up in here because nobody's out collecting them. It's a little cockle. But these shells are just all up in here. Oh, the broken sailor's ear. But every once in a while you'll find a whole one, which we'll see if we can find as we walk along here. This looks like another high tide line. See all the sargassum there. Now we're on North Padre, marker 238, which is probably a quarter mile north of the pier. So that's Bob Hall Pier over there. Now look at this. So I told you that the dunes got eroded away, right? Well, these grow in the dunes. And so this is sea oats. And I had an episode on this before, but these are real important for the dunes for keeping them in place. And so real good root system. Now look at this. Who left these out here? How do those look? Maybe I'll keep them, maybe not. Okay, let's look. Ah, look at this. How cool is that? What is that? Now I used to have this thing a long time ago. Let's see, made in China. It's got a number on it. Called Fisher Price. So I had a whole bunch of these when I was a kid back in the 70s. Oh, nurdle, little plastic pellet. Man, that one looks brand new. See, let's see what natural we can. You know, I'm keeping this right here. I'm keeping that. You see all this type of stuff. A lot of people always ask me, who littered all those plastic straw things out there? Because they're super lightweight. They seem to be hollow on the inside. This is actually manatee grass, seagrass that is broken up from inside the bay and then been washed out into the Gulf, dyed, bleached out, and then it breaks up, and then this is what it looks like. And then of course you got your typical sargassum that we see every time. What in the world? Look at a glove. Ooh, it's been chewed up by something. They're turtles, unfortunately. Oh man, there's just a lot of stuff out here. Oh, look at this. Now, this gray sea bean called a knicker bean. And that's pretty cool. I don't see those a whole lot. So I'm gonna keep it. Another glove, you know. Oh, look at this. Now these, look, they're still alive on here. This is, these are Gooseneck Barnacles. And if you look close enough, look, it's coming out there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But they have like these little feathers that come out of their shell here, and they're filter feeders. And how they get their name, let me show you this. You see, it looks like a gooseneck right there. It's contracting up right there, but that's how they get their name. And because these can get real long. That's pretty cool. Okay. We left their deodorant out here. Lots of times people find these right here. You see this deodorant ball? They find these and they're like, what are those things? Well, because it looks like a small ping pong ball, but they're actually, these break off once this gets old enough, and you find those little balls, ping pong balls. Oh, whoa. Check this out. Okay, so many of y'all know, let me smell it. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, this is tar, but look at that. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a turtle bite in a sheet of tar. And as y'all know, tar can come up naturally. It seeps out of the ground, out of the Gulf, and then bacteria and stuff like that eat it over time. But look at this. This actually has 2 turtle bites out of it. Interesting. And man, phew, it smells. Now here's, look. No, that's tar also. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, now look at this. Let's see what time we're at here. Okay. What a crock. No, literally, that's a crock. But look at that, it's got gooseneck barnacles growing off of it. Man, I guess those things can grow off of anything. I'm not sure I would want to put my foot in there though. It might hurt. Huh. That'd make for a good photo, huh? Yeah, nice. Well, not so nice. Now, this beach also has horses that come down here. So you'll find, this is horse poo, you know. I guess I need my hand sanitizer. But they walk along here, and normally there's a car that follows, you know, 15 horses or so behind here and picks all this stuff up. But I guess since the beaches are closed, they're not doing that as often. Okay, more gloves. Now you can see there is nobody on the beach out here. Nobody on the beach. And you know, we love to have tourists and stuff come in town, but for the economy, but right now, you know, just trying to keep everyone safe, so the beaches are closed. But look at that. That's a red mangrove. We have very few red mangroves around here, but they're seeding right now. So this is what they look like. So Florida, South Florida has a bunch in Mexico, you know, kind of the tropic regions. But whenever we get these storms and stuff, they break off from the plants and then they wash in, and then this is what we find. Now this one's been damaged. This is the bottom of it here, been damaged. But if you can find a good one, you can just put it into a freshwater glass and it'll grow. It'll start sprouting and leaves will come up. And I've grown these after about a year, just sitting them in like a wine bottle with water in it. You can have these things grow like 2 to 3 foot tall. It's pretty cool. The roots will come out and everything. So if you ever find one of these, I'd say go for it. Now look at this. We talked about manatee grass. This is turtle grass. And this also grows up in the bays, usually deeper water and with clearer water. So Down in South Padre, they have this stuff that grows. And then also around Port Aransas and the Aransas Ship Channel Pass, or Lydian Channel, you know, around that area, this also grows. So that's a seagrass, you know, a flowering plant that grows underwater. Pretty wild. Looks like we're finding, look at this, okay? These are a lot of little coquina. Donax is the genus, but find a lot of those. Those are all over the place, but look at the difference in colors. These are the same bivalve, bi meaning, you know, two sides, so it's got two sides, it opens up. But we find those pretty often, and I've talked about those before. Okay, now we do find a lot of debris out here that's from the shrimping industry. So shrimping season just started back up, so we start finding these sacks that they put their probably groceries in to start out, but then they put their shrimp and everything in there after. Another thing that we find a lot of are these yellow salt bags, and that's how they get really salty water that then makes their shrimp sink, and then their byproduct float, and then they can scoop out that or bycatch, and then they just throw the bycatch over, and then they have all the shrimp left. But we find those yellow bags all the time, and they many times have sea turtle bites in them, and so that's why we don't like those just being thrown down anywhere. Man, actually a lot of stuff on the beach today. That the sea bean, but what's that? That's like almond. I bet if we broke that open, it'd have almond in it. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. Let's see. I'm going a little longer today just because there's so much cool stuff out here. Now you'll notice as we're walking along here, there's a lot of bottles and stuff like that out here. Many times, like if you're able to come out here, as far as you can see, there's just bottles and stuff out here. Lots of times you'll be able to find messages in a bottle. So how cool is that? Okay, look, here's the last thing. I see something over here. Now, look at this. Look at that. What do you think that is? A coconut. And then look at there. Look at that. Those gooseneck barnacles are still alive, trying to feed. Very cool. Okay, you know, we could go on for miles here, but it's hot out here, it's windy, I haven't had breakfast, so I better go get something to eat. With that, put into the comments if you want to see something else, and I'll try to get back to you with that. So today I've got my jewel, my knicker bean, and my little lady. Talk to you later. Bye.